Hello, I'm Maureen Underwood, one of the authors of the Lifeline Suicide Prevention Program. What you are about to see is the real story of a suicide intervention as told by 3 students who reached out to save a life. These boys were listening to their friend and realized he was describing some very serious warning signs.
I've known TJ for like 2 years. I started becoming friends with him like just this year. He'd always sit with us at lunch and just say how he felt.
At lunchtime, no one likes me. I don't have any friends.
He's not very, athletic, but he plays sports. They make fun of him because he's not very good at them.
Talk about these girls that he said he was going out with. That he just made them up the whole time.
He lost his dad a year or something ago, and I guess I don't know much about that, but he was really close to him, and that he would talk about that a lot. He was having trouble. Just people made fun of him. I guess life wasn't good for him.
Our friend TJ was every day at lunch just telling us that he hated life and he wanted to kill himself.
One day he just said no one would care if I killed myself, and he kept on persisting that that's what would happen. And one day he said he had a plan.
He was going to kill himself by jumping off his roof. We were worried because it wasn't normal for him. Usually he's fun and jokey.
He's like, I'm either going to kill you or I'm going to kill myself.
In the spring, the 4th quarter of school, we were taking the suicidal prevention course, and one day we were watching a video of kids asking other kids if they were suicidal, just breaking the question, and how to do that.
You don't seem like yourself lately.
The boys had seen the Lifelines video that teaches students how they can respond if a friend or acquaintance exhibits warning signs of suicide.
You know, I'm worried about you. I've got to ask, are you thinking about killing yourself or anything?
I asked him if he was suicidal, and I was half joking, half serious, because I just asked it. I don't even really know. And then if he would just say no, I would just let it be. But then Gabe was there and asked it again.
He did say my roof is really high.
He said he didn't say anything. He just said that my roof was high.
At this point, the boys recognized the warning signs they had talked about in the Lifelines program. They got very worried about TJ's situation and they decided to intervene. The boys told TJ, "We think you're suicidal," and they encouraged him to talk to the school's counselor. At first, TJ really resisted the boys' help, and they began to have second thoughts, like maybe they overreacted.
He wouldn't really accept us as his friends because we would be trying to help him, and he was mad at that.
I told him, I'm sorry if you think we did, but we care about you, and I didn't want you to do this.
He was crying, screaming, he's flipped out.
He said we overreacted after he stopped just yelling and crying and stuff.
And he was running away, and he was screaming that he wanted his dad back. And I guess that was kind of good, just because we kind of figured out his dad was a problem and that he did need help.
TJ said, "All I want to do is be with my dad. That's all I want to do. And I can't tell my mom because I'll make her cry." Well, TJ's dad had just died, so the boys realized they were not overreacting. TJ didn't seem to want to be alive without his dad. The boys followed TJ. They said, "You really need to come back. We're your friends. We're not going to leave you like this. We want to help you." And they did get him to calm down.
He said it's not a big deal. And he said, you don't have to tell my mom or anything.
Immediately after lunch, just talked about it, and we decided to go to our guidance counselor.
The three boys walked TJ to the school counselor's office and told her everything. The counselor thanked the boys for being such concerned friends and told them to go back to class. She would take over from here. She explained to TJ that it was important to let his mom know what was going on so they could come up with a plan to help him feel better. At first he was worried that his mom might be upset, but he agreed that it was really best to call her. TJ's mom picked him up at school and they went to the crisis center immediately. They got him a therapist right away and also asked that he call the crisis helpline for the next few days to report how he was doing.
Every day after lunch, he'd call the suicide prevention hotline, and they'd just ask him how his day's been going and stuff. I was glad that I could help him.
It made me feel good because we probably saved his life.
The boys paid attention to what they learned while taking the Lifelines program at school. They applied that knowledge, intervened to help a friend, and most likely saved his life.